Good morning, it's about 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. This melts my heart a little bit, coming down in the morning and seeing Ron sitting in where Reg used to sit on the sofa. Bless him. Alright, Ronnie. He doesn't really like being stroked when he's sitting on the sofa, so not by me anyway, so I won't go and disturb him. But I just thought I'd show you him. Good morning, it's Saturday. Please excuse my horrible bed hair and strange eclectic selection of pyjama top and cardigan combo. How are we all today? We'll be seeing this on Monday because I've got my, by the time you see this you'll have seen my magnetic eyelashes video. I thought that one was worth leaving to schedule as normal because it was quite funny and certainly gave me a giggle anyway. Still on the lookout for slightly less dramatic, age-appropriate, less dramatic, more age-appropriate magnetic lashes, because I would give those a go again. So, roundup of where we are today. Still no sunshine. The sun is due to come out next week and I am looking forward to that. I will not tell you a lie. Oh God, I must stop saying that. I will not tell you a lie thing. Oh, sorry. Grungy eyes. Got myself a nice cup of tea here. Oh, in fact, I need to put that on something rather than directly on the table. And all is quiet here. It's just after 7. I've been awake since just after 6. I've got some Instagram messages to answer from yesterday, and then I'm going to try and get yesterday's video up. Actually, you won't be seeing this on Monday, you'll be seeing this on Tuesday, won't you? Because I will be a day behind by then, an extra day behind. We'll catch up at some point anyway, probably work 2 days behind, I think. So last night the Chancellor announced more help for employees of businesses, which is absolutely great for Ashley, for his small business and for his staff, and also the closing down from midnight last night of all pubs, bars, restaurants, nightclubs, and also gyms, etc. as soon as possible, which I think can only be a good thing. I've just realised not only have I got this weird combo on, I've managed to get my cardigan on inside out as well. That's clever. Good morning, it's Saturday. Please excuse my horrible bed hair and strange eclectic selection of pyjama top and cardigan combo. How are we all today? We'll be seeing this on Monday because I've got my, by the time you see this you'll have seen my magnetic eyelashes video. I thought that one was worth leaving to schedule as normal because it was quite funny and certainly gave me a giggle anyway. Still on the lookout for slightly less dramatic, age-appropriate, less dramatic, more age-appropriate magnetic lashes, because I would give those a go again. So, roundup of where we are today. Still no sunshine. The sun is due to come out next week and I am looking forward to that. I will not tell you a lie. Oh God, I must stop saying that. I will not tell you a lie thing. Oh, sorry. Grungy eyes. Got myself a nice cup of tea here. Oh, in fact, I need to put that on something rather than directly on the table. And all is quiet here. It's just after 7. I've been awake since just after 6. I've got some Instagram messages to answer from yesterday, and then I'm going to try and get yesterday's video up. Actually, you won't be seeing this on Monday, you'll be seeing this on Tuesday, won't you? Because I will be a day behind by then, an extra day behind. We'll catch up at some point anyway, probably work 2 days behind, I think. So last night the Chancellor announced more help for employees of businesses, which is absolutely great for Ashley, for his small business and for his staff, and also the closing down from midnight last night of all pubs, bars, restaurants, nightclubs, and also gyms, etc. as soon as possible, which I think can only be a good thing. I've just realised not only have I got this weird combo on, I've managed to get my cardigan on inside out as well. That's clever. So yeah, I think that can only be a good thing, but obviously it all shrinks our worlds a little bit more, doesn't it? So I feel like I've tried to avoid doing too much looking too far into the future, but I do think Oh, the Prime Minister said, didn't he, that this whole social distancing thing is likely to go on for 12 weeks. That's 3 months, that's a quarter of a year, that's a long time. I feel like it's better not to think in those sort of terms. I think one day at a time, 1 week at a time. That's a better way to think about it. Get through the days. And warmer days are coming. Warmer days are coming, and that can only be a good thing. Anyway, what am I doing today? Saturday. I'm feeling like need to delineate a bit more between the weekdays and the weekends. If we're all going to be stuck at home together, every day is going to meld into the next one, isn't it? So I'm feeling like I need to make myself a little routine for weekdays where I do a little bit of eBay listing and stuff, and do something a little bit different at weekends. Not quite sure how that's going to look yet, but oh, excuse me, but that's sort of a thing in my head today that I'm going to think about a bit. Also, I mentioned earlier in the week about getting a housework routine sorted out. I really need to do that. In the meantime, however, I'm just going to show you the state of my dining room table. This is meant to be empty. Quite clearly, as you can see, it is not. So I'm going to set to sort that out. That's my first job of the day. But first, tea. Sorry to come back again looking like this. I was hoping I'd be all coiffed and made up by the time I saw you next, but apparently not. Can't do anything with that. We just have to go with it. Just doing my YouTube comments. I hadn't done them since the other day since I started doing the daily vlogs, and there's lots to read through, and a couple of people I wanted to mention. Leanne Hill, who has a daughter who has the virus, so all of you who, I won't say pray for her because we're not all religious, but please keep Leanne's daughter in your thoughts. She is okay and is at home with her husband. So the one I wanted to mention is a lady called Lorna, who comments a lot on and lives in Italy, and obviously the situation in Italy is pretty dire. Lorna has been on lockdown for quite a while. I wanted to read a little bit of her comment, which says, trying not to eat too much and keep beautiful, as I am vain and live in a country where appearance is very important. I did a full makeup and wore a nice dress to cheer myself up. I'm all for that. I like a bit of getting dressed up. Even if you're just at home, I feel like it lifts my spirits. She also says, I love watching old 1980s comedies to cheer me up, and I dance around the flat to Michael Jackson and Queen, trying to keep slim and trim and healthy. I am lucky to have a lovely large wooden balcony with a large sofa where I enjoy gin and tonic. I don't like all the new versions full of chemicals. Most of all, I take one day at a time and consider myself fortunate to be alive and healthy. Keep well, all of you, and most importantly, stay at home. Thought that was a really nice comment and worth reading out. So yeah, thoughts are with all of you guys in Italy. Lorna, I know how bad it's been over there. Right, back to my comments. I just wanted to mention another comment. Lady Sandra D, who lives in Italy. Not Sandra D as in the film Grease. D as in the letter. Sandra, who lives in Italy. That would do, won't it? Just to say, she left a comment saying that her daughter is a doctor in a Milan hospital, so just want her also to be in all our thoughts and prayers, and yeah, amazing work all these frontline staff are doing, and just can't imagine how you feel as a mother, Sandra, so my heart goes out to you. Honestly, so brave, and you know, oh, my comments are making me emotional today. Just another one on the front line. I work in a hospital on day 4 of a 14-day shift. Not a 14-day shift, on day 4 of 14 consecutive days of work. Top Chelsea Girl is her username on YouTube, so please keep her in your thoughts as well. I'm going to have to stop doing comments for a little bit because getting a little bit emotional, so I'm going to have a nice shower. And God, is it 8:26 already? Haven't even started on that dining table yet. Been sitting doing comments. Right, shower, hair wash, makeup, clothes.
I've got 3 items in my offers that I refuse to send offers on because they are all.
Oh, I can't make you stay still, or at the right angle. Stay still, can't you? That'll have to do. I'll move back a bit so you can sort of see me. Suzanne Perkins, I think it is, yes, has asked me to show my daily planners. I don't really have a daily planner as such. I use this, which is called Things to Do Today, and it's from an Australian company. Who knew? Oh, it's got an Australian address. It's TJ Morris Limited is on the back, which I think, is that the same as TK Maxx or TJ Maxx as you call it in the States? Don't know, TJ Morris anyway. And it's basically, it just says things to do today on the top and has a list with tick boxes down the side. And I find the simplicity of that really works well for me. The other diary I use just for appointments is this one, which is just a week to view. Won't be having many appointments in the next few weeks, will I? It'll be the emptiest diary I've ever owned. That's what it looks like. Week to view, A5 size, and this one is just from Wilko's. I've decided I feel like I am not getting anything done because I've been all week flitting from job to job, which is fine. I think we all feel like that. A lot of people in the comments saying they can't settle to anything. So I want to do jobs until I finish them. So I've gone back to my YouTube comments. It's now 10:08 and I am still going through YouTube comments. I've nearly finished now, I think. I'm really enjoying reading everything that you say, hearing a little bit about everybody else's life. I think that sense of community you guys feel from watching my videos, which is lovely. I just love the fact that you get that, and a lot of you say you feel like I'm a friend, and that's so nice. I get that back from reading comments about your lives and you telling me about your situations. I get that same feeling back, so it's lovely. So my intention is to finish these comments, and I'm going to do that table that I showed you earlier. I'm going to sort that out, then I'm going to edit and upload yesterday's video. And my battery light has started finished flashing, so that brings me to a finish for this segment, and I'll see you later. I'm a little bit emotional. I'm trying not to do too much emotional stuff in these videos, but I just wanted to record this probably for my own memories, if nothing else. I've just seen on Facebook, my best friend, I'll read it out to you. Yesterday I got the email asking if I'd joined the COVID-19 register for nurses and midwives. I still work in the NHS as a non-clinical manager, not in a clinical capacity, but I only deregistered as a nurse and midwife 18 months ago. I was expecting the contact and wasn't sure how I'd feel about getting it, but you know, as soon as it came, I knew I'd have to say yes. It's what you do in times of need, isn't it? Do your bit to help. I'm not sure where they'll want me or if they'll want me at all. I have to answer questions about what I've been doing so they know where I can help, but I'm willing to take the next step. It's a step into the unknown, but that's a path we're all on right now. And I feel so proud of her. I knew when they talked about this that I knew she'd probably get the contact, and I knew that she'd say yes as well, but I do feel a bit emotional about it. But yeah, very proud of her. I'm fine, I've pulled myself together. I'm very, very proud of my best friend. Very proud, and if she's brave enough to go back to work in the NHS, then I'm brave enough not to have a big meltdown about it. Right, I've just edited yesterday's video. That's good, that took me ages, it's another long one. And I'm now going, God, it's really windy outside. I'm now going to tidy up the kitchen, do some washing up, sort that out. I'm trying to get the house back under control. It just feels like a real mess today. I've done my dining room table. Look at that. Absolutely empty now. And there's a sight you don't see every day. So I'm going to do the kitchen, then sort through my handbag, which is absolutely piled full of receipts. Sort that out. That would be a really good job done as well. It's 25 to 1, and my policy of doing a job until it's finished has gone quite well. I've tidied the kitchen, I've done the dining room table, I've sorted out some laundry, I've uploaded yesterday's video, although I still need to do the thumbnail and set that ready for Monday, because I've got another video going up tomorrow, a different one. And now I'm going to tackle the fridge. this fridge is not good. It is very full. I haven't been able to get my head around doing it this week. Actually, that's not true. I just hate cleaning out the fridge and just couldn't be bothered. And Will came home, brought a load of her food home from uni, which has gone straight in there. There's bits and pieces that need freezing. There's bits that need throwing away. Like, look at the state of that tomato. It all needs reorganising so I can deal with it. And yeah, just tidy it up so I can see what I've got in there and not let stuff go off. And yeah, get it organised. Get it organised. That's my plan. So that's what I'm doing now. Right, the shelves are tackled. I haven't actually cleaned the shelves. Can't face cleaning them today. I'm going to take everything out next week, beginning of next week, and give it all a really good clean. But I have sorted it. So we've got I've frozen lots of bits and pieces, got other bits and pieces. I've sorted out, I know what we've got now, taken some stuff out to the fridge, out the back and the freezer. I've emptied the eggs. Yeah, all good. It all feels quite organised now. I've also pulled out some fresh vegetables that are going a little bit past their best, or will do. I'm going to blanch all these. I'm going to prepare them, blanch them and freeze them. It's only one thing of asparagus, a bag of carrots, and I think those beans, they've gone a bit brown and patchy, but these ones I'm going to do. Got some feta cheese, which is smelling very funky. It doesn't last long, feta cheese, once you open the packet, does it? So I'm going to put that out for the birds. And then I've got some other cheesy ends here, which I'm going to do something with. That's just a Parmesan crust. We always keep those for flavouring, like spag bowls or stews, things like that, just to richen it all up a bit. But now I feel like I've had a productive morning and I'm going to go and sit in my cinema room and watch Dirty Dancing. I'm very much looking forward to it.
That was before President Kennedy was shot.
House rules. But why'd you go back to the playhouse? I saw you dancing with a little boss man.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I had this feeling yesterday as well, and it's been building up for the last hour, and I feel short of breath. Don't worry, it's all anxiety related. I'm sure I've had it before, but I feel like a tight band around my chest, and I feel short of breath. And I think I mentioned this in yesterday's video and then didn't link it. If I do this, by the way, I say I'll link something and I don't, feel free to tell me in the comments, because it's so easy to forget, especially when you're churning out daily videos. It's very easy to forget to put something in, so please. I'm going to do this breathing exercise yoga type thing. It's really easy, it only takes 5 minutes, and I saw it on Middle Aged Mink's channel. I will link it below if I don't, tell me. And I tried it yesterday, and it's just like a 5-minute sitting still, breathing, calming exercise, and I found it really good. So I found it really did relax me. Right, all done, and I do feel calmer and better. Honestly, can't recommend that enough. Give it a try. Give it a try. Right, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. Dirty Dancing was fab. I do love that film. Really enjoyed watching that. Also, sorry, I just shut the blinds so it's a bit darker. Just had an idea, or not, I haven't just had an idea, that's not true. It's been bubbling away for a couple of hours, and I've been thinking about it. No, a couple of days. Oh God, I can't get my words straight. But idea, bubbling away for a couple of days, I've been thinking about, because obviously the content is all going to be very samey and daily vloggy, which is fine. I think we will all draw comfort from a bit of routine and that sort of thing. But one thing that I thought we all might all miss, myself included, because I love filming these videos, is the come shop with me videos. And I wondered about doing an online shop with me where I film the screen and look at some of the things available in online shops. Would that be something that's of interest? If you think it would, I was thinking about, I don't know, maybe some of the fashion websites and some home websites. I don't know. Let me know if you think that would be a good thing to do, and if so, what shops would you like me to do? I was thinking maybe a beauty one, related one. I might do Beauty Pie possibly, or Boots maybe. Really don't know. I don't know how it would work. If it would be, I think I'd have to prepare it more beforehand, certain pages to go on and things to look at. I'm not sure, but let me know if that would be of interest anyway. I think that would be good. A lot of people have mentioned cooking videos. I will do some cooking videos, or make cooking part of the daily videos at some point. People have talked about World War II recipes and rationing and using stuff up out of the fridge, which is all good stuff and all stuff that interests me. So yes, definitely I will be on board with that. Right. Please excuse my red shiny face. I've just put facial oil on my face and got into bed. It's about 9:30. 9:30 indeed, 21:32. I feel like I do way better. I haven't had a drink this evening deliberately. It's the first day this week that I haven't had a medicinal glass of wine of an evening. I felt like I ought to knock that habit on the head before it became an everyday habit. I've never been an everyday drinker. And I felt more anxious this evening. I feel like, obviously having a drink relaxes you, and you know, that's a nice feeling, isn't it, when you've battled through another day, so to speak. And I suspect there will be more evenings over this whole thing where I do have a drink than when I don't, but I don't want to become reliant on it as such. I feel like I do better in the mornings. I wake up and I'm fine and I'm on an even keel and I've got stuff to do, and then as soon as I slow down a little bit, the anxiety comes back a bit. I guess like everybody's feeling like that a bit. Yeah, weird old world, isn't it? I haven't listened to any news today. I have just flicked onto the BBC News app really briefly just to read the headlines, and that's literally all I did. I decided that was more than enough for today. We watched a couple of episodes of Friends this evening, which was nice and light-hearted, and we laughed, so that was good. I think the reality is beginning to set in of the likelihood that this is going to go on for 3 months or more, and wondering how we're all going to deal with that. It's impossible to imagine, really. Just getting my head around the enormity of the situation is hard, and I've had quite a lot of physical symptoms of anxiety. I think I mentioned it earlier today. I don't want to dwell on it too much, but yeah, just not felt great this afternoon. So again, I'm still not in a headspace where I feel like I can read or want to pick up a book. I'm sure that will change soon. But I'm just going to lie down, watch some YouTube, and then go to sleep and hope I have a decent night's sleep. So I'm going to roll this vlog into, or 2 days, I'm going to roll this vlog over into tomorrow as well, because otherwise I'll get too behind with the videos, because I've got a couple of pre-records still going up, one's tomorrow. So yeah, this will be a 2-day one. Anyway, sorry to end today on that rather flat note. Let's do some gratitude, and today I think such an important thing that is just going to keep us all going through this is the internet, isn't it? Oh my God, thank God for the internet, that ability to connect with other people. It's just absolutely priceless, and was talking to somebody in I can't remember if it was in my comments or on Instagram messaging today, about how people managed in the world wars, you know, communication lines, but they didn't know any different, obviously, but so very little communication compared with what we have now. So, yeah, yeah, just very, very grateful for the internet. I'll turn off now and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, today the sun is out and that is so nice. Honestly, we really needed a little bit of sunshine down here in Devon, and Ashley and I just sat on the balcony and looked at our beautiful view and listened to the birds and had a cup of tea, and that was nice. It was good for the soul. You'll have to excuse me all day today. Sunday is no makeup day, so I am not going to be looking glamorous today. Also, side note, I think I probably need to dye my roots soon. Where was I? Yeah, I've got to do it. Mother's Day, by the way. Happy Mother's Day. But although you won't see this till Tuesday and Mother's Day will be gone. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're celebrating it in whatever way you possibly can, a little bit, or at least in touch with your mums or sons or daughters. And yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. My son is still in bed. I've spoken to my mum, I sent her a card, and my brother took her some flowers round the other day. From both of us. I sent my brother money to buy flowers from both of us. So that was nice, and I've had a chat with her this morning. She's in good spirits, as is my dad. What I've got to do now is... Talking of Mother's Day, don't worry, that was just a clearing my throat cough, not a coronavirus cough. Fingers crossed. Talking of Mother's Day, I've had a message from a lovely lady called Becky Hart, who has asked me to do a shout out for Mother's Day to her mum and her nan, who watch me every day, and they also support Becky, who has some neurological issues all the time. So yeah, I hope Becky's mum and nan, and Becky of course, have a lovely Mother's Day. Have a great day, all of you. Right, I'm doing my parcels, my eBay parcels. I've got one more to do, I think. Sales still coming through, drip by drip, not like normal, but grateful for every single one. I've had some quite high value sales this week as well. Sold a Reese rice. I say rice, everybody else in the world says Reese, but a dress that I've had for absolutely ages, almost a year yesterday, I sold it for £50. So that was nice. Yeah, and a pair of linen trousers for £35, and I sold a pair of Evans sandals in a very big size, a size 10, they were new, for £30, you know. So yeah, sales are coming through, and I've already sold a silk dress this morning, so long may that continue. Plans for Sunday are, I'm going to drop these parcels off later on. The delivery office opens at 11 on a Sunday, so I will drop those down there and come straight home. I've got Tesco delivery coming tomorrow, so I'm going to finish that order off. I've done half of it, but I need to finish off the second half. Oh, excuse me, sorry, 6 hours of sleep a night is catching up with me. What else am I going to do today? I'm gonna really try this coming week to get back into a routine, to get back into eBay particularly. I hardly did any eBay last week, couldn't get my head around it. So many people saying they can't concentrate on anything, and their heads in the clouds and stuff. I think we are all in this boat together, aren't we, of not being able to concentrate. But hopefully with the coming week things will settle a little bit, and I'm going to get into a routine. I did put together a housework routine, such as it is. I just basically allocated different rooms to different days. I spent quite a long time on Pinterest and on various other sites, and all the housework routines just seemed, I don't know if it's just my current state of mind, they all just seem so overcomplicated, but then there's tick lists and things to do, and I just thought, for me, I'm going to allocate a room to each day, or an area to each day, and do that room on that day. That sounds simple enough, doesn't it? Even I can manage that. So I'm going to type that out and pop it up on my notice board. My notice board needs a bit of refresh, actually. There's stuff on there that shouldn't be on there, and stuff that I need to put on there, and all sorts of things like that. So yeah, parcel drop off. I need to do some eBay relists and the other stuff that I've talked about, and that's it. Then I think a film and a facial this afternoon. That is my plan for this afternoon. Film and facial. Things beginning with F. Right, it's just after 11 and I am off. Again, I'm forgetting to put the car in gear. Oh, my windscreen is filthy. Stop and clean it. I'm still in the driveway, I'm not randomly stopping in the middle of the road, just so you know. Right, I'm off to the Hermes shop and the Royal Mail delivery office. It's always quiet in the Royal Mail delivery office on a Sunday, which I'm not sorry about, because it's only a very small little office that you drop off in. So if there's, the last week or so, if there's been anyone in there dropping off or collecting, I've waited outside till they've finished and then gone in. Are you turning? But it's turned into the most beautiful blue sky day, which is lovely, isn't it? Certainly lifting my spirits today, I have to say. I've got quite a bit done this morning. I really need to tidy my bedroom properly. In fact, I think for the rest of the day I'm going to... William and I are going to start watching Peaky Blinders. Sorry, lots of different thoughts going through my head, unable to finish a sentence. William and I decided, Will's already watched Peaky Blinders before but loves it and is happy to rewatch from the beginning. I really want to watch it and haven't watched it, and Ashley's not interested. So Will and I said we'd do one episode a day, starting either today or tomorrow, and watch it together, which is quite nice. Will's getting himself sorted out with some work, some of his uni work. He's got a lab report due tomorrow that he's doing, and he's going to get himself set up for his Skype tutorials, so that's good, and make a bit of a timetable with that. I've got my housework timetable, and I'm going to get my eBay up and running. Sorry, I'm aware I've said this already today. Get my eBay properly up and running again this week with daily listings, although a reduced amount, which I've touched on before. And hopefully some sales will keep trickling in. Yeah, so that's sort of our plan. Ashley and William are doing work out in the garden today, which is nice, as it's been the first time for ages we've had a decent day at the weekend to get stuff done in the garden. We've got all the doors and windows open in the house and feels a little bit spring-like, which is lovely. Right, parcels are dropped off. Just let me reverse around this, and there we are. On an industrial estate, the Royal Mail delivery office, so it's always really quiet here on a Sunday. Tight chest again. Yawning as well. What was I going to say? Today is the first time I've come out, or not the first time, but today I deliberately made the intention to be hyper aware of what I was touching and doing as when I came out. And so first of all I went to the Hermes parcel shop. I didn't touch the door because you can touch the automatic door opener with your elbow, which I did. That opened the door. Then I went into the shop and handed my parcels over, didn't touch anything. I asked the lady to sign the electronic machine for me, so I didn't have to touch that, and I didn't take the receipt. I asked them to put it straight in the bin. And then the same for going out of the door. I used my elbow to touch the thing to open it. And then going into the delivery office, they've got a door that swings both ways, so I was able to just use my back to push it open. And then didn't touch anything at all when I was in there, just handed over the parcels, and then the guy took them. So that, and then you can press the door with your back again on the way out because it swings both ways, so to speak. You know what I mean anyway. So literally I haven't touched anything that I hadn't already touched while I was out, and there was no one else in the delivery office. There were a couple of people in the shop, but I was in there. less than 2 minutes, I would say, altogether. So I feel like, because I was thinking about whether I should keep posting. I go out 3 times a week to post, but it's it's part of my business. I can't not dispatch my parcels. You know, it's the only bit of income, or we've 2 bits of income coming in at the moment, and eBay is one of them. So I feel like, having done that, that's a risk I'm prepared to take, having really been hyper aware of what I was touching and making sure, you know. And obviously I'll go home now and wash my hands thoroughly, and I might even change my top actually, because I've touched door handles and stuff with it. In fact, I'm going to put it in the wash. So I don't know if that's too careful or over careful or not careful enough, but I think I feel comfortable with that. You know, you can only do what you can do, can't you? So I feel comfortable with the level of risk that I feel I've just put myself at to go out that. Anyway, on a lighter note than that, I looked at the cooker this morning while I was in the kitchen washing up. I looked at the cooker and I thought, God, that cooker's really filthy. And then it dawned on me that it's my job to clean the cooker now. The cleaner's not coming anymore. So I cleaned the cooker, but it was just hilarious that I just looked at it in such a passive way and thought, oh, that's really filthy. And it took me a minute to figure out, I better clean that cooker, because Sharon's not coming to clean it. So I cleaned it. Anyway, just made me giggle. Right, home time, nearly. Well, it's about 1 o'clock. Oh my God, that is not a good light, is it? I am just cleaning my makeup brushes. Look at this. That pair of jeans is still out because I'm going to wear that tomorrow. That's a new pair of jeans that I think I showed you it earlier in the month, or last month, before the world went mad anyway. So yes, I've tidied that up. And I've also, Ashley has mended this cupboard door for me earlier this week. The bottom hinge down there came off and the door was like just hanging off. So this is my makeup cupboard and I'm in and out of it all the time. So yeah, he's fixed that for me. So I've tidied up the bottom shelf of that, and just going to clean this pile of makeup brushes here and my colour switchy thing. This is, oh my God, I have so much to flick that all the way over there. This is such a good thing. I did show it recently in a video, but it's for cleaning your makeup brushes in between. So basically switch it when you switch colours, but yeah, I find this so good rather than having to do them with liquid and a tissue every day. My makeup brush cleaner has been, the daily in-between one has become, oh, I was using this stuff here with a tissue, and this removes the need to use this at all. In fact, there's only a tiny bit left in there. I think I'm going to call that one done because I've moved on to this one. So good. You can get these on Amazon. I will link it below for anybody who wants one. But it's really good. It just takes that off, and then this comes out and you just rinse it through, get rid of all the powder, and it dries really quickly as well. It's great. Very much like it. Anyway, I'm just about to give all these ones a wash. And then I found when I was tidying up the cupboard, just let me move this out of there, all of these, which are ones that I don't use or not in everyday rotation. This is my sort of everyday rotation ones, and I'm going to go through these and see if I really do need to keep them all or not, because I'm feeling like perhaps I probably don't, as they're all accumulating in there. Right, I've decided that I no longer want these makeup brushes. Some of them were new anyway, they came in sets and I've just never used them. I've given them all a good wash and dry anyway, and I'm going to pop them into a bag and put them in the charity shop bag. Actually, I'm working out in the garden today because it's so nice. They're doing some work on the fence at the back there. Oh, it's so lovely. Look at that blue sky. So gorgeous. This little thing here was a water feature that we had at our old house. It's not plumbed in here. But it used to trickle water up through the top of there. And it was lovely. We had it in like a little square at the end outside. Difficult to explain. I'll try and find some photos of our old house actually to show you. It was a barn conversion, and yeah, I used to sit next to this and read at lunchtime, and it was lovely. But we haven't ever found anywhere to put it yet. Do you think we'll ever plumb this water feature in again? Yeah. We used to have, when we moved in, there was somewhere in the middle of here a great big, very ornate round fountain in this courtyard, and we moved it because it wasn't really our thing, was it?
It was well known. People used to come here and visit it. It was called the Trevi, I think.
It wasn't your It was, we sold it on eBay. Someone came and collected it, which was quite good because I wouldn't have wanted to post it because it was blooming huge. But I'm very heavy. But maybe we'll put that in the middle of here, although I'm not sure if it's quite big enough. I feel like it might be lost, but I suppose you could take some patio slabs out, and we had it in like a pebbly thing before, so with a pebbly surround at the bottom, so that might be worth doing. Will is scraping, brushing. What are you doing?
Filling in that hole so I don't trip into it and cut my hand again like it did last time.
Good idea. Scraping green stuff off the fence, rebuilding the trellis, and spraying.
Yeah.
It's going to look nice when it's done, I think.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Be really good. I just said to Will,
Researched it before.
we're talking about, I said there's a school of thought that keeping hydrated helps to not ward off coronavirus, and I don't want to influence anybody by saying that. It's just something I've heard from several sources, so I'm drinking a lot of hot drinks. But Ashley then said there's another school of thought that thinks alcohol kills it, and Ashley Williams said, excellent, I think I'd just get bladdered for 6 months. I was planning to do that anyway. It's about 5:45 and I've had a lazy afternoon. I sat and watched some YouTube, and I'm catching up on my watch later list. It got really big last week for some reason, up to about 50, and I've come down to about 30, just under 30 now, so that's good. Oh, roots, Caroline. So 6 o'clock we've got our Skype date. I'm going to have a drink this evening for our Skype date with my family. Cocktail hour for half an hour. Cocktail half an hour even, that would be, wouldn't it? I've also spent a bit of time today. Sorry, I'll sit down. I'm walking backwards and forwards like a loon to nowhere. I've spent a little bit of time today sorting out some routines for my weekdays. I've got a morning routine going on, which I'll share more with you about tomorrow. And I've got a work routine for the mornings. I'm planning that I'm going to not sit in bed scrolling through social media when I wake up in the mornings. I'm going to get up, go through my morning routine, which is very basic. It's only a few bits and pieces that I do normally, but it just feels like getting a bit of control back, writing it all down and having a plan for it. And then my morning work routine, and then come about 1 o'clock I will stop for lunch probably, and have the afternoon to myself to do something, and then maybe a little bit more work later on in the evening or late afternoon, just see what I feel like. But it's obviously going to be a long haul, isn't it? We've had the Prime Minister on today. He's just made an announcement saying that it is going to be pretty much locked down for the vulnerable, for 1.5 million people. Yeah, anyway. Well, I was going to ask you something. Yes, this is it. I've been thinking about today's question for you people, you lovely people, to discuss in the comments and tell me what you think, is what is the one thing, if you are looking on the positive side of this, what is something that you've either been wanting to do for ages that you now have the time to do, or so, like, it could be, I don't know, do a correspondence course in something that you've been wanting to do. Maybe you've been wanting to learn Greek, or do a calligraphy online course on Skillshare or something, or, you know, tidy out your bathroom, or paint your bedroom, or what's something that you're going to do during this time that we've all got all this amazing time on our hands? What's something that you're going to do? Because I'm going to make myself a list of things. There's loads I want to do. cupboards I want to clear out, and I want to crochet something, and I'm gonna make a list. Yes, I know, another list. I'm big on my lists at the moment, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. So tell me something that you're going to do during this time in the comments today. The other thing that I thought of before I sign off for today is I thought it would be fun to do some sort of, because I know you all like the try-on hauls and clothing hauls, thought it would be fun to do something along those lines with you suggest occasions that I can dress for from my wardrobe. So for example, evening outfit on a cruise, or I don't know, going to girls' day out at the shops, something like that. I thought it would be good to put together some outfits for occasions suggested by you guys. So yes, make me some suggestions in the comments for that. I thought that would be a fun video to make. Right, I'm going to go and get ready for my Skype date. I'm going to brush my hair and put my ponytail back in. And pour a gin and tonic. That's all I'm going to do. We are having steak for dinner tonight. I'm looking forward to that. Ashley is cooking. And probably another episode of Line of Duty this evening. So all exciting stuff. Of gratitude today. I am grateful for the sunshine. It has made such a big difference to my mood today. I really feel like it's helped me get my head around things a little bit. And also I'm grateful for, if this had to happen at any time of year, I feel like this is the best time of year for it to happen, you know, given the choice. End of March going into summer, it would have been a real shitter happening at the end of October, wouldn't it? Christmas wouldn't have been great. Not that that matters, but just the whole idea of this in the winter. Anyway, at least we can have the windows open and get outside and breathe that fresh air. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with another video. Let me know the things that I suggest in the things that I asked for your suggestions in the comments, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep safe. Bye bye.